In the last episode, I extended the light rail loop line from Blue Avenue south through an intermediate station to the eventual location of Summerset Central. This time I'm heading back to that middle station to fit it out ready for trains to call there properly. We're finally heading to downtown Summerset. Hey everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Summerset MTR here on Minecraft. I'm over here at Summerset Central, or what will eventually become Summerset Central. We're not going to be here for very long, kind of already just contemplating flying off somewhere else actually, but I just wanted to show a little bit of progress, what we did last time. You'd have seen it in the intro as well, I'm sure. Nothing's changed here. I have committed now. I've already spoken to Master Trams. I am not touching this station until the collaboration on this begins. So all the track layout and everything here is going to stay exactly as it is. And we are heading this way. We are heading back one stop to the station with no name. It might have a name by the end of this episode. We will see. Basically, we're going to fit out this station. I completely forgot what I was going to say then. I apologise. We're going to fit out this station today. Now, I'm dancing around the subject. I'm just going to bring it up now. AI is not necessarily the best thing in the creative space right now. There's a lot of hate being directed towards it. Some of it quite rightly so, in my opinion. However, what it is an incredibly powerful tool for those with a lack of imagination, which is actually one of the accusations that's been thrown at it in recent times. I am one of those people who has a complete lack of imagination a lot of the time. You're probably looking at this thinking, really? But yeah, I consider myself to struggle a fair bit when it comes to coming up with ideas for things. And this station was one of them. I was looking around it thinking, how the hell am I going to decorate this? I have these big grand scheme ideas for like glass and steel and all that stuff. I did mention it last time out, but I'll mention it again now, especially if you're new to the series. This area here doesn't look like it right now, but this will eventually become downtown. So lots of big high-rise office blocks and things like that. Lots of wide open streets. And then smack bang in the middle is this station. Now, one thing I want to do is to make this like a feature of this part of the city. The difficult thing when you've got city centre stations is trying to make it obvious from the ground that there's a station there without it being the whole building. I think good examples of that, there are some in London. The old, is it Oxblood Red buildings that, I want to say Charles Holden, and it's a cardinal sin that I don't know. I believe it's Holden. Let me just check that. Holden Underground Stations. No, not Holden. Who does the Red Underground stations? Red Underground Station designer. Was it Leslie Green? It's Leslie Green. I apologise, London Underground fans. But they're a good example of, it's very obvious there's an underground station there, but at the same time it blends in quite nicely to the street. If you can call a bright blood red building blending in, for the most part it blends in quite nicely to the street. So we're going to go for something a little like that, but we're going to go for a modern interpretation. So I want some kind of skylight that will no doubt form the atrium of the building that sits above this as well. The idea is unobstructed views of the sun. And I'm actually recording this section of the video here at midday. So it's quite a coincidence I looked up there and saw the sun directly above me. But that's the idea. You can look up from the platform and boom, there's the sun and there's the sky. Now, as for where ground level is going to be in this design, I haven't actually yet figured that out. Although I feel like we're not going to be too far below ground at this point. I feel like maybe a couple of blocks, like here. And then this will be... do I get coordinates if I do that? Yeah, 62. Why 62? And if I come over here... You're 64. So actually, maybe 4 blocks. We'll call that ground level. So 1, 2, 3. That's ground level. So if I do that. Come over here. And all the way down to this. Set 0. Yeah. That is our ground level. And then we'll go stack, I don't know, 25 up. Yeah. So this whole hill here might end up accidentally disappearing. Might have a tragic accident where, you know, a bulldozer slipped off the road and went straight through it. I don't know yet. This is kind of the idea we've got. Something else that I want to mark out very, very quickly. We'll do this and we'll do this. I've learnt some new commands. Center. Let's go with... Well, maybe we'll just go with iron block because it does stand out. Okay, so that is the center there. And then if we do the same thing in this direction, so that... I think I've already marked this out actually, but we'll check. Yeah. So this is the center point here. So that hole actually needs to move however many blocks this is to the left. So how wide is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Of course it's 10. Couldn't be 9, could it? Let's say it is 9. Let's grab that. Actually, let's do it like this. And like this. Regen. So these new commands I've learned, these are from watching Jonathan Ho's series. Jonathan is the creator. Huh, is that what that looked like? He's the creator of the MTR mod. He's got a very good series himself. He's got a huge server with lots of very talented people on it. Something that I would like to emulate at some point if possible, but it's not always that easy, I admit. But he has been returning to his server and making some more videos recently, and I've been watching the hell out of it and learned some new commands which I'm very excited to try out. So I need to move this over, what, 8 blocks? All of this, I believe. Let's try this. So that over to this. Actually, it's not 8. It's going to be 4. Move 4 left. There. Now that is the center point. And how far in are you on this side? You are... Actually, are you still 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you're still 10. So you need to go 1 to the right. I guess this way. So I'm going to say 1 to the right. Like so. And then I'm going to regen this bit here. You may have noticed as well, I'm going to try to do as much of this build here live on camera as I can, because I think it's been a while since I did it live. And I don't always want it to be like, right, I'm going to go away now and do this. If something goes horribly wrong whilst I'm doing this, then I will go to... I'm going to go away and fix this and come back in a moment territory. But right now, let's give this a go, at least, and see how it goes. I'm just regenning some of the landscape here as well. So I'm very confused as to where this massive hill came from. It doesn't appear to have existed, which is interesting. Let's do that. And then let's do... this. Regen. I think, is that, yeah? Has that done it? Interesting. Maybe it doesn't do it in places where you've already put stuff down. I don't know. I don't know. Right. Okay. Let's talk about design. As I said, this is something I'm not a massive expert in. I think that's probably the fairest way of saying it. It's not my forte. I've got some ideas for what I want to do. It's just actually doing them that's going to be the tricky bit. Can't even speak. We need to get platforms in and all that stuff. There's quite a lot of stuff here that needs doing. Is this actually 1, 2, 3, 4? Actually, yeah, that's the right height. Maybe I'll just go around and obliterate all of this. Do it this side. I'm just curious, if I was to regen this, so like here I think it was, wasn't it? Maybe regen isn't taking it back to what it was. Maybe it is literally regenerating the terrain. That's a very, very, very good thought, Mark. And I think that's exactly what's happening here. So, that's actually kind of a cool idea. Okay. Where are our coordinates here? So it's y64 minus 1292 for the x. So where's y64? Let's go a little bit further. I'm going to totally crash the server doing what I'm about to do here. You watch. I did this in the last episode as well when I was trying to change biomes. Right. 66, 65, 64. So here. And I'm going to come all the way along to somewhere around here. And I'm hoping I can drop down to 64 again. Oh. 75, 74, 73. This looks like it might be a 64 territory. No, 68. 67, 66, 65, and 64. Goodbye, server. 17,510 blocks I'm about to redo. Oh, no. Region regenerated, it said. And yet not a lot seems to have changed. Nothing has changed. Okay. New plan. Set 0. Oh. Ha. I know why I didn't do anything. Undo. And we'll do that again. Because, yeah, I'm supposed to go up, aren't I? Can I teleport back to position 2? I don't even think I can now. Let's try this again, shall we? This time, though, I'm going to be smart. And I'm going to choose the tallest point, which I think is here. $736,288 blocks. That seems more like it. Now it's goodbye, server. I'm just going to land on the ground. I know, it has actually done it. Ooh. Me oh my. Okay, I should have landed on the ground anyway, just in case it crashed. And there's my station. That looks a lot more like it. I like that a lot more. Everything down here is undamaged, which is excellent to see. So now, next task is to do all of that again. This time on this side. Actually, if I'm smart, which I very rarely am. Oh, there's an igloo buried here. Look at that. Huh. Anybody inside? No. But there is a ladder that goes down. I don't know what these must be vanilla Minecraft things, but I just don't recognize them. Oh, that's lava. We don't want lava. No, no, no. Not today. Not ever, if we can help it. Even in creative mode, lava makes me nervous. Let's get rid of all that. Alright. So yeah, we're going to regen a lot of this too. Oh yeah, there's my old tunnel as well. I should probably do something about that at some point. I mean, we could do it just to here, I suppose. Because this is where the line is. Except it's not here. It's this way. Choose a random point somewhere. Let's go with this. Regen. And I'm hoping... Oh, yeah, that's a lot nicer. Look at that. Beautiful. So, huge scar on the landscape now, where I've come barreling through, and I've lost my station. There it is. It's under the trees. That is the danger of doing this, is you accidentally build over what you've just been working on. Let's clear this out then. So this gives me a better idea now as to what I'm working with all this. So the plan is, and actually this is a good reason to have given myself some extra space here, because already now I'm thinking I haven't given myself enough space here. Plan is to have island platform here, of course. Island platform here, of course. This one and this one will go up to a joint concourse. Possibly at this end. Reason being is it's reasonably, like, there's nothing crossing. I mean, everything crosses underneath, but this side there are lines starting to rise up towards central, and I don't want to mess things up there. So I think we're going to leave it like this. Possibly, yeah. So we're going to have the concourse above this end, which means over here there is going to be a building, possibly right where that river's just run through, which is less than ideal, but we'll work with it. We are going to have an open top here, as we've already said. This might run the full length of the platforms. I haven't decided yet. We are also going to have something similar on the concourse level. The concourse itself is going to be a big, wide, open space, glass and steel, escalators, lifts, all that stuff. There will, of course, be lift access to both platforms at this end, going down between the tunnels. Very nice, very lovely. The entire length of this will be island platform, including the sections here and here where the tunnels actually begin. This will just be a little seating area. People can stop and wait for their train, which hopefully won't take too long, because we're aiming to have trains running at a pretty decent speed here. That doesn't look very central to me still. 1, 2. This doesn't look like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you're still not. Like that. I'm just going to set it as stone for now. And then this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is correct. And that is now centered. Lovely. Okay. So I'm now happy with this. I'm going to replace this with that, just for now. What else do we need? This is going to be a retaining wall between these two tracks here. There'll be a fence or a railing or something that runs across this side just to make it look a little bit nicer. The island platforms are going to have gates. I was debating the idea of using doors on the outside and gates on the inside, but I think just having gates on all the platforms will work fine. And then it comes down to color palette. Now, because it's glass and steel, my immediate thought was to use grey colors. I'm actually now leaning more towards using white, just to try and make things a bit lighter in here. We've used white elsewhere, I think Reefton Junction, and actually Reefton Waters. We might have used white as well. But I think white in a city centre, I mean all the London Underground stations pretty much are white, or they started off white before the colours started to fade. So I think we might as well stick to that. I'm just going to fly around here and clear all of this out as well. Like so. Be careful not to get the tracks. And then, what height do I want this set to? Get rid of that one too. I think this height works well. And then we're just going to clear out literally all of this. So I'm just going to put an extra block there. And we're going to go set 0. Boom. Yep. Lovely. And then this side, we're just going to leave it. And this is our station box. This is what we're working with. I was debating putting an extra like linkway underneath this platform level over to here. I think, to be honest though, if we just have extra lines come through here in the future, you'd access them this way and they'd be built underneath this platform. I think that works best. So Master Trams Reese, if you're watching and you want to set up an extra line in future that comes through here, currently unnamed station, it might have a name by the end of the episode. I was going to open it to the public. What do you guys want this to be called? But to be honest, I think by the time I actually put this video out, I might have already come up with a name anyway, so it might make more sense if I just name it. But any future lines could connect underneath this one. They can under this one as well, but for me it makes more sense to do it under the top platform. Where am I going with this one? To here, I think. Like that, yep. And then this over to here, like that. Yeah, this is what we're working with. Cool. So yeah, palette. That's what I was talking about. I was debating glass and steel and what color that would be. So I went with the grey, and then I thought, no, white would probably be better. And there's an excellent website called blockcolors.app where you can choose a color palette. Basically, you put in the color that you want. There's a color selector to make life a little bit easier for people like me who, again, absolutely suck at this sort of thing. And it tells you what blocks to use to make it that color. So in my case, I'm just continuing to clear all this out. A lot of this is going to get filled in again, but right now it just helps a lot to be able to visualize the space that I've got available to me here. There we are. And I think, oh no, that bit's fine. Yeah, this is my space. Very nice. As I said, this skylight might get bigger in the future, and the land above it might get a little bit higher as well, because we need to put a pretty big concourse above it. What was I talking about? Actually, no, because the concourse is this side, isn't it? So I can just have it. Oh yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. I just got lost then in a second for a second with what I was talking about. But no, this is absolutely fine. Come on, Mark, focus. This is why I put cuts in, by the way, if you were wondering, because I do talk a lot of rubbish. So, blockcolors.app, that's what I was talking about. So I went with like a whitish grey palette, and it's given me some blocks to use here. Now, some of them, it's like white glazed terracotta, which is actually yellow and blue, and light grey glazed terracotta, which has got some turquoisey cyan in there as well. And there are other blocks like shulker boxes that I don't particularly want to use. But some of the examples: white concrete powder, polished diorite itself, iron blocks, white wool, smooth stone slabs, and sea lanterns. They are all viable options for the colours here. So I think what I'm going to do is pick a block, which I think for the benefit of everybody here is going to be... I'm just going to set this as 0 as well. Yeah. It leaves this awkward block here, but it just means this blends in a lot nicer. And then all of this across the top here is going to be black concrete. Like that. Of course, there will be a lift shaft. Couple of lift shafts, I imagine. How wide is this? 1, 2, 3. Gap. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we could have a couple of lifts there, no problem. That actually works quite well. We could also have a Spanish solution platform here on this side if we wanted to, but there's no point unless we do it on the other side, and I don't want to do it on the other side because then it blocks the view. What was I talking about again? I'm just losing my mind here. I've got to fill this bit in as well. Bear with me, folks. I will find my sanity. So yeah, I was going to make this a test wall just to see what this looks like. So let's go with this. Here across to here. And what I'm going to do, set, and then I think just diorite is probably going to be the better one. So I'm going to go like 50% diorite. And then we're going to go for something like 10% polished diorite. Yeah, and then maybe like 5% iron block, and maybe like 25% white wool. Is that what it's called? White wool? Bear with me a sec. Yeah, white wool. Why is that not coming up? Is it wool? White? Oh no, it is white wool. Yeah. Okay, how does that look? Messy. I think there's too much diorite there. So maybe I'll swap this around. We'll go 50% polished and 10% normal. Still looks a bit messy. Maybe it's the actual wool that we need more of. I'll lower this one down to 10. Less messy. This could be the one, you know. Let's just line this up there. Just get this in again. Do that one. There we go. And then here is a big wall. This is the tester. This is going to be, what does our station actually look like? Set 0. Oh, there comes the water. Ignore that. We have a flooding issue. And then it was that one, wasn't it? You know what? Yeah. That looks okay. I like that. Let me just get rid of this again. This is a problem that we're going to have a lot as this city progresses, is we're going to be digging underwater a lot. There we go. Let's fix that little problem. So I think this needs to be black concrete as well now. As does the one over here, no doubt. Yep. Cool. So now I need to fill this bit in, which is going to be relatively easy. It's that and it's that. I feel like black concrete across here as well as a border. Maybe not concrete necessarily, but something. And I feel like that needs to spread up to here as well. So this is going to be some other block. I think this needs to be something else. Maybe like that. And then over here, that and that. And you're going to be the multicolored, well, not even multicolored. You're going to be the various whites. There we are. Still need to put, oh, this needs to be black again. Because this is the platform level, of course. And actually, the platform blocks are going to start here in the tunnel. But we don't need anything there because it's going to be a end piece. So actually, that's fine. Do this and this. You are that. Swoop down. Do this. Actually, again, platform level, which is there. So it's going to be that to there. Black concrete. Yep, looking good. Might have to do black concrete on the same on this. No, actually, no. I kind of like it being different. Hello, train. So now, same thing this side. Where this... See, this side I feel like it needs to be the one higher. But I'm not going to do it the one higher. We'll just do it to there. and then this one here up to that one there. Like so. Is that looking like a copy? I think that's looking like a copy. I am going to black border this one. Like that. Already I'm thinking that the black concrete in this area is going to be replaced by something like deep slate. Because this is what, Blackstone, yeah. The track stuff here is going to get replaced as well. It's just a placeholder. Okay, these are our walls. They don't look too bad. We need to fix this one still. Let's do that, and we'll do that. And then here, it's not that. It's that. And it's that. And it's that. Yeah. Okie dokie. What have we got that's deep slate? Like deep slate tiles? Yeah. Or we've got deep slate bricks. Deep slate bricks will probably do it. Let's see what this looks like as deep slate bricks. So I need to pop you there. Like so. And then we come all the way along to this one. Deep slate bricks. Yeah. Kind of goes against a lot of what we've done here, but select that one and then come all the way down here and select that one, and we're going to say replace black concrete with deep slate bricks. I don't like deep slate. What else have we got? Chiseled? Or just deep slate itself? What have we got that's black that could work? I have still got night vision as well, which probably isn't helping things. This is all polished black stone. Yeah. I think we'll just leave this for now as the design. I think it doesn't help as well that I need to actually finish this off with the borders and everything. So this one. Deep slate bricks. Yep, and then over here we're going to have a little border. Like so. Yeah. I guess we could continue that design up. I think the other problem as well is this. I think we need an extra line. I'll show you what I mean. So if I did this. Like that. And then did that here as well. With all of the tunnels, in fact. Oops. So we've got a proper tunnel mouth entrance now. Yeah. And then we can do the same thing here. Looks better. And then over here. There goes the train. Whoops. And there's a squid in the wall. Okay. That's a thing. Yeah. It looks less bad. So if I was to redo this now. Like that. And then redo this one. Yeah, it kind of works. Maybe we'll just border this piece off here as well. Yeah. And then replicate. Like this, like this. This bit we'll just ignore for now. Do this piece and this piece. And then, yeah, up here. Yeah, the black and the, well, the white and the grey. There isn't really any black in the station itself. I'm not sure how I feel about it still, but it should be a case of being able to do a simple block swap if I do absolutely hate it, which so far I don't, just to be clear. But there's something about it. But why didn't I do this wall? Oh, because this is lift shafts. Yeah, that's why I didn't do this wall, which means I technically shouldn't have done... I know it could go up behind that. I shouldn't have done this wall. Let's just redo this. This is fine. Okay. So this is where we're at now. I can continue to place blocks along here, because this is the platform height. Same with this bit. What else is this missing, would you say? I don't think it's missing anything now. I think it's actually pretty damn good. I'm going to do this, though. There. Just to open that up again. And now I think we're okay. Yeah, alrighty. Platforms. Let's get rid of some of this stuff in my inventory as well. We don't need this. So, for platforms, let's go with the square one there. We then want the their doors. So your automatic platform gates, your screen doors. Yeah, you're the different type of screen doors. So we want gates, fence, and end piece. I've actually got to remember how this works for that. So here I don't think we need the ones at the nodes, because the train doesn't, like, the doors don't line up with those. I don't believe. So let's do this. I might as well just place all these by hand. I was going to use World Edit to copy and paste, but we'll just do it by hand. I think there's going to be a cut in here in a second as well, just while I go place platform blocks and stuff. I probably should have put down the ballast as well while I had the chance, but never mind. So I'm just going to put that one down there as a reminder. That's to help line up the doors. This station feels huge and airy, but it's still the fact that there's literally a tunnel either end. It just makes it feel a little bit cramped. Excuse me. Like the platforms are kind of just squeezed into a space between two tunnels. That's basically what station boxes are, isn't it? He's getting philosophical on us now. So, 1, 2, 3, bam. 1, 2, 3, bam. 1, 2, 3, bam. 1, 2, 3, bam. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's quite a lot of these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, and then 1, 2. I'm hoping that's correct. Where's a train when you need one, eh? So what I'm going to do, this way around, Mark, is I'm going to replicate this on this side. Make sure it lines up. The fact the first one did, the rest should. And then I'm going to world edit this and copy it above. Bam, 1, 2, 3, bam, 1, 2, 3, bam, 1, 2, 3, bam, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that doesn't line up, does it? Where have I gone wrong here? Oh, that wasn't 1, 2, 3, bam. That's why. There you go. 1, 2, 3, bam. Where's the train? I need a information display. This will do. Smack you there. 1 minute I need to wait. That's less than ideal. I also realise I don't have a brush. There we go. 50 seconds. I think this does line up. I just I mean, I might as well replace these by hand while we're waiting. There we go. And then that one there. That one there. That one there. And then hopefully by the time I finish this, that train should be rolling in behind me. Was I early? Oh, it's very early. 20 seconds. We should be able to hear it any second. There it is. So yeah, hopefully all these doors line up. It looks like the gap is the same all the way down, which is excellent. So any second, this train will rumble in and stop. And yeah, that is correct. Cool. So now, what I need to do is select that block there. And I'm just going to place that there. Now I need to pick a point to stand on. Let's go with this one here right in the middle. Like that. Copy. Rotate 180. Come all the way up over here. And paste. And we'll do it again just to make sure everything worked. It didn't work. Basically what's happened here is I've been an idiot. They're all going to fall on the floor now. That's fine. So I need to do that as the second point. Then we come over here again. I'm going to stand here. Copy. Rotate. Up and over here. Stand in this one. And paste. And then just to check, paste again. Now what I could have done was place all the endpoints and stuff as well before I committed to this, but never mind. Why does that not line up? And you've dug into my tunnel on this side, haven't you? Yes, you have, you utter bastard. This is why we do this, you see. There it goes again. Was it here then? I need to stand. There we go. Yeah. That's what we wanted. Cool. So you're an end piece. You're an end piece. And then over here, you're an end piece. And you're an end piece. Over this side, you're an end piece. You're an end piece. Sounds like an insult. I'm not insulting them, honestly. In fact, you don't even need to be end pieces now because you just line up. So, yeah. And then this one like so, this one like so, and I'm going to replace these ones as well. Just while I remember, that's not what I wanted to do. Excellent. I might just do another copy, oh, for God's sake. I might just do another copy paste job in a minute actually, because I've already got the selection still down here, haven't I? So if I just did this all the way along, like this. Oh, I've just thought of the next problem. What am I going to make the platforms out of? That's going to be a tough one as well. I'll think about that in a minute. That might be a go away and think about job. Let's get this bit done at least. So there, and that's all fine. Now we've got to do this side. Now this side we should hopefully see, when I use the brush on it in just a second, platform stuff come up. like numbers and destinations and all that exciting stuff. There we go. And now, yep, like that, like that, like that. That should be, no, that one and that one are both maps. That's the sign again, and then that, and then that, and then that, and that, and that. This route is getting very long now. Look at that. Awesome. And I love the little connections and stuff. There should be, I guess because it's an out-of-station interchange. Summerset Place doesn't have one. But I think, what was it, Fisher's Wharf is going to be an interchange in the future with boats. Mosaic Bridge possibly as well. Waterhill Road is definitely an interchange. And I mean, this station, as I said, is an interchange, and Somerset Central should be an interchange at some point too. Right, one more time. Stand here. Copy. Rotate 180. Now, if I come over here and hit paste, we should have everything come over with it. Interesting. There we go. No, not there we go. I did it in the wall again. Alright, stand here. There we are. And then this side, yep, Somerset Central, and all of the info is there. Excellent. Right. Remove this again. That's possibly the easy bit done, in all honesty. We've got the walls done. We've got the most of the platform design here done. Still not happy with this wall. Might have to go away and have a little think about this one. What have I got for like actual wall pieces? Deep slate tile, polished black stone. What have we got that's obsidian related? Just obsidian and crying obsidian. Okay, never mind then. I was debating whether to use that, but that's not really going to work. We could go with polished black stone for the wall, although this is deep slate, isn't it? So all I need is deep slate tile. Could work for this. To be placed across like this. And then I'm going to put some texture into this wall. I've got an idea for how to do that, which could be quite fun. This is going to look weird, I think, right now, because it's not connected to anything. Yeah, but that's fine. So what I'm going to do for this is I am going to grab... So what are you again? You are deep slate bricks, which I think has a stair version. Yep, deep slate brick stairs. So I need deep slate brick stairs, and deep slate brick slabs. We're going to get rid of all of this stuff. And what I'm going to do is create an arch in here. So let's say we've got 2 blocks there for safety. We're going to dig this out. Make it 4 wide. I think 4 wide is a good number. Let's say we did that. Whoops. That. And I don't actually think I need the slabs in this bit. Maybe I'll make it 5 wide. So, you go there, you go there, you go there. Yes. I'll move all this up 1. Like that. Bearing in mind, yeah, that's fine. And then at the bottom here, we could replicate the same shape. So it's not really an arch anymore, it's more of a circle. That's fine, right? We'll do that there. Yeah, I like that. Let's see how many of these we can fit in. I'm guessing stack 4 right. So 2 post columns. That's the word I was looking for. Between each one. What does 6 look like? Seven. Yeah, I've not measured this out very well, have I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I need this to move over 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Move 3 right. Can't spell. Move 3 right. Yep. And then this center bit here. What can we do? Not a lot, I don't think. But this is our center point. Let's get away from the train so I don't accidentally get sucked into it. Let's do something like that. Maybe. I think this is the center point of the entire station, isn't it? Yeah. So we might make a feature out of that. Now, as for what to put on this side of everything, let's see if... Oops. Yeah. No, actually, hang on. That's a slab, isn't it? Okay, these might all have to come down one again. Which is quite annoying, considering what we've just done, but you'll see why that is in just a second. So there, move 1 down. I'm going to have to replace these with the bricks. What we could do... oops, is put stairs or something on this instead of these, which may work. That might be a... We'll come back and think of that later job. Priority right now is getting this wall in here, which is going to be a copy of the rest of the walls, I would say. I think we've done this over at Waterhill Road as well, this design. Let's do that, and then set to somewhere on this list. There it is. Yeah, it works. It works. It's actually a shame that it doesn't line up with the doors. If I'd have lined it up with the doors, that would have been really cool. But never mind. Alrighty. Platforms. I think for platforms, I want to go with something quite simple. A simple white design. This might be where the polished diorite really comes into its own. And then we'll put patterns in amongst it all. So if I was to do this, because this is going to be really white in just a second. So that to that, set polished diorite. Diorite, I don't even know anymore. Same thing up here. Like that. As you can see now, these look quite boring. So, I'm going to go away. I'm going to put a cut in after all that. I'm going to have a little thinky poo. And when you come back in a second, this will all be looking a lot nicer. So there are two main reasons why occasionally I like to put cuts in my videos, and I think you've just seen both examples right there and then. The first one is sometimes I hit a creative block. I don't really know where I'm going with a build, or what I want to do with it, or what styles I want to use, or anything like that. The other reason, as I fall off the edge there, the other reason is sometimes I feel like I've just waffled on for too long and not really added much to the story of the video. So therefore I decide to just take a little break, come back a little bit later, have some time to think, and maybe I'll find some new creativity that I can work with. As I said, both of which I fell for in the last part of the video. It may be cut down, I might just leave it as is. It depends how long this next part of the video takes. This is the next day. I went away, had a think, The third main reason I like to take a break is because I like to bring my partner in, Laura, who is incredibly talented with this sort of thing and helps me out a lot behind the scenes with my videos. And I was asking her for advice on what to do with this station. She gave me a couple of tips and tricks. And from that, we've got this. Now, all of the andesite has been replaced with oxidized cut copper. There is a chance that I might replace some of it with semi-oxidized cut copper. Just to make it look a little bit different. Put some texture in here, there, and other places. What is this? I don't know what this is. But this is where we're at with the station now. So we've got the 2 lift shafts, 1 and 2 on that side, 3 and 4 on this side. We've got ticket machines either side of them, and one smack bang in the middle. The idea being that you can get your ticket and at the same time watch the lift. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but it's an option should you want to. How much? Oh yeah, I've got loads of balance. I can travel for days. We've then got access to platforms 3 and 4 on this side. Access to platforms 1 and 2 on this side. Now this is actually very irrelevant, because if I walk through here, you'll see that you can get to both sets on this side of the gate line anyway. It's just to help with wayfinding. We've got this lovely little seated area here that looks up onto the departure board. This might come in useful later on. Right now there's only one line running through here, so there's not much to look at. We've also got the exit smack bang in the middle. The idea being that you come off the escalator and you've got a single exit that you can go through. If you're changing trains, changing platform, you'll be turning right here anyway, or left at the top of this one, so it makes sense. Everyone's then moving in the same direction. Yeah, that's basically the plan there. Also means apart from people coming off here and going that way, everyone's basically moving where they're not crossing over one another, I think. Might have to do some rejigging on that one still, but we'll see. We've also got, yeah, lifts here, escalators down, and same on that side. And then going into the actual station itself, it looks a little bit like this. We've got some prismarine, we've got some copper, we've got lots and lots of framework going on. It's actually, they're basically platform canopies, but at a slightly lower level. So on this side, we've got, let me go up and over for this. We've got the canopies here, where this one's built into the structure of the ceiling. The ceiling is actually one thing I haven't finished yet. I was debating what to do with it. I think I've got some ideas, but we'll see. And then the other side here, we've got the, the passenger information displays. We've got these benches. We've got the little, are these azaleas? What are they? No, not that. Can I not select that now? Oh, flowering azalea. There we go. I just can't select the plant pot now, it seems. I don't know. We've also got these, the information displays here. Not really sure why I need those when I've also got those, but it's nice to have them anyway. Obviously the gates and the doors and everything are all in place. We've got ones at the end. I did say these would be little seating areas at the back here, so I might still do that, cut them out and do something with them. We'll see. And then we've got the exact same thing here at this lower level. But literally the exact same thing. The only difference is the ceiling is a lot higher. And again, I need to do something with this. In terms of the roof, we've gone with a blue. It's actually the station colour. Excuse me. That was a good point to when I clear my throat, wasn't it? I need to redo this roof slightly. I think it needs to be a little bit flatter at the top here and then cascade down a little bit more gently. Mainly because I'm not a huge fan of this block here going straight through the middle. But yeah, whatever. What we're looking at here, this is eventually going to be a building. It's going to be an office building of some kind with a big atrium where you stand at the top and you can basically look straight down into the station below. These will be walkways at the sides with rooms coming off them. And that'll be the same thing all the way up, and then there'll be a atrium foyer sort of thing at this end of the station, and then the street's probably going to be out there. So that's going to be one street over there. There's going to be another street out on this side, and then there'll be streets that run down the sides of the building as well. This is all one big giant building. Still don't have a name for this station. I was hoping I would have by now. I was going to name it something to do with what's it called? Verdant? Something like that, when copper turns green. What's it called when copper turns green? The green colour that forms on copper is called patina. Oh, okay, that's not what I was thinking. There's something to do with... it's got the word verdant in it, because vert, I should say, is French for green. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it was going to be something like that. But now I'm not sure. Might just call it financial quarter or something like that. Or copper calamity. I don't know. That's not my thing. I'm actually, I say in the past I'm bad at naming things. I'm not terrible at naming things. I've named quite a lot in this series so far. It's just every now and then I hit a stumbling block and I have to go away and think about it for a bit. But in terms of construction, I'd say this station is pretty much complete. There isn't a huge amount that I would add to this to make it better, and I'm actually pretty happy with how it's turned out. I also love the fact that the whole station does have this kind of bluey, greeny tint to it now. Kind of matches this sign a little bit, but still stands out enough that you can see it, which is cool. The only thing that I would want to change, coming around here, is this side of the building. I think this looks a little bit boring, but I don't really know what to do with it. I think what we need in here is more seating areas and stuff. I didn't want to wreck the floors here though, so I sort of put off doing it. I also think that floor pattern in there, I need to swap out the, I think that's grey terracotta, for something a bit brighter like we've got over on this side. But again, I'm not 100% sure on that one right now. I'm very happy with how this is looking though. I feel a lot better than I was feeling earlier, which is why I needed to stop and just have a minute, think it through, come back with a new wave of enthusiasm and get this done. Hopefully everyone likes, all of you lot watching this, like this as well. If you've got any feedback of any kind, do let me know down below. It's very much appreciated. Any advice as well, like how to go about building canopies and how to go about building sunken stations, or even how to build the building on top, that will always be appreciated as well. Otherwise, I think that's it. We can wrap up this video. So, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course, if you're enjoying the series so far, drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and until next time, I will see you soon.